What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, I'm Adriana, but you can call me Kai. I'm currently a nutrition coach to precision nutrition and just someone who's also on their wellness journey. And if you guys have seen, I did start taking Metformin, and it's currently been about a month and a couple weeks. So I wanted to give my update because I feel like this is also a crucial time to give an update because, you know, the first month, everyone's feeling something different, and I have a lot to share. I don't want to make this intro too long. Let's get into it. The first thing I wanted to talk about, I feel like it's gonna be a little bit of a venting session, but I also feel like it's something super important. So if you're watching this, I need you to listen to this part. I don't care if you're a hater of, these weight loss medications, or if you're someone who's gonna start taking it or someone who is taking it. This is important to talk about. This is a lot my personal opinion, but I feel like it's part of the bigger picture. One of the reasons I don't even know how to explain it. There's a lot of misinformation and misconceptions about weight loss medications or medications that are taken for weight loss. I will use this Ozempic a lot just because I feel like that's what everyone knows. So if you hear me saying Ozempic, I mean all of them, not just Ozempic. I feel like a lot of the misinformation is what makes people think negative about medications, but I feel like at the same time, it actually kind of affects people that are taking it negatively because, again, let me get into it. A lot of people see like Ozempic as this easy, magical way to lose weight. Here's the thing. It does facilitate, and again, I'm saying this about all of them, including Metformin. It does facilitate weight loss and kind of speeds up the process. However, you still have to put your part into this, and by that, you still have to work out, eat well to facilitate weight loss. And I feel like that's something that people miss. Because again, I feel like, Ozempic got super popular because people are like, oh, this celebrity lost so much weight. Look at them now. They're so skinny. And it's because they use Ozempic. And I'm pretty sure these people have probably chefs that give them pretty decent meals to eat by day and at least work out somewhat, And again, this goes into the whole misconception and misinformation thing. And I feel like, again, it was like, oh, this is a lose weight quick thing. And people don't realize that, yeah, it does speed up the process, but you still have to put your part, One of the reasons I got to this conclusion is because Noom on their app has like a community tab, and the amount of people that literally say, oh my gosh, I'm taking Metformin and I'm not losing weight. What am I doing wrong? Almost all of them, I kid you not, say, well, I haven't been eating well or like working out. And it's just kind of like, of course, that's why it's not working. The medication alone isn't gonna do the work. Both of those things have to come hand in hand. And again, this is what I'm saying is that I feel like a lot of people want to start taking medication because they think that medication alone is going to do all of the heavy lifting. The medication alone is what's going to make you lose weight, and it's not. It has to be both things. You eating well, you working out somewhat, and actually taking the medication. It can't just be the medication. And again, I'm also saying this because Noom, when you sign up and in their little lessons, it literally tells you that you have to work out it to kind of come together perfectly. The amount of people in the community tabs, and again, it's been multiple posts, which is why I'm saying this, because I don't think it's been if it was just one person, I'd be like, whatever. But the amount of people that I've seen oh yeah, well, I'm still not eating well, or I'm not working out, but it's not working out for me. Obviously, I feel like as a society, it was just oh yeah, Ozempic makes everyone lose weight fast. But I guarantee you, so many people that you've seen that have lost weight at least have been doing something. And the thing is that even if you stop taking the medications, even if you lost all the weight and stop taking the medications, you still need to change your everyday habits. You can't go back to just being I'm gonna just eat junk food and not work out. You still need to have those positive, healthier skills in your life after you take medication. I guess all this to say is that please make sure you know what you're getting into. I know, again, in society, we think that Ozempic is the easy way out, but no, it has to be hand in hand with a healthy lifestyle. That's why people are getting results faster as well. It's not just a magical medication, and that's something that I feel like we need to understand. And again, this is why I kind of switched my mentality about it, because I was a super no, I will never take medications. But I think what switched my perspective about it is the fact that it is a tool. It is a positive tool. But again, it's a tool. It's not the end all be all. You can add this to part of your healthy lifestyle and it'll help out. It's just a tool. It can't do everything for you. That was a little vent because I feel like it's very important to talk about, because again, I feel like a lot of people are just being okay, I saw so-and-so lose weight quick and they're super skinny. I'm going to do the medication and get those results, and then get disappointed when they don't get results. But it's kind of you still have to make positive changes in your life to get those results, if that makes sense. So that was a bit of event because again, it's something that I've just seen so much in the community tab on Noom specifically, and it's a little frustrating because I'll get into a whole point on Noom because I have my gripes with Noom as well. But like Noom, at least I give them that they have a lot of lessons of this is what you should be doing. I've seen lessons of being like, you have to work out, you have to eat well, here's the positive ways to eat, all that stuff, or like work out. People just don't pay attention to those at all, because again, even like with like the side effects, like for example, Metformin has like side effects, which I'll get into that in a bit as well. And the amount of people that in the community tab still ask, I'm feeling nauseous, is that normal? And I'm like, yes, even in your intake form and in the many lessons and many, even when they send you like what your dosage should be, it like reiterates the side effects. And I'm like, how are you not reading these? What you're feeling is a side effect that has been told to us many, many times throughout signing up for Noom. I feel like, I guess people need to research a little bit more when getting into things in general, because yeah, I've seen so many things I'm like it's telling you this. You could have just read through what Noom is telling you and you would know. That was my little vent. Just something that I wanted to get off my chest first, because I feel like it's something people are missing and there's just a lot of misinformation and misconceptions. I'm not going very heavy into like information, but this is, I guess, a call to action to make sure to research what we're getting into. So I know you guys are here for the update, so let's get into the nitty gritty. I started Metformin in April. It is currently the end of May 25th as I'm filming this. So it's been a month. Started taking it like halfway in April. So it's been a month for sure. And I will say, I've lost about 6 pounds. I did start at Metformin at 140, and earlier this week, specifically, I think it was this week, I did weigh my lowest, which was 134.9, which is amazing. Again, I have been eating in a calorie deficit and I have been going to the gym. I've been taking walks daily. I've been getting to 10K steps every day. So that is something to keep in mind. I am pairing it again with eating well, getting my workouts in. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with, I guess, my progress so far. I think something that's going to be an interesting challenge, because technically if you eat in a calorie deficit, losing a pound a week is actually pretty normal, which is kind of what I'm averaging out. So I'm going to be curious to see when I stop taking Metformin, because I do plan to stop it once my next refills are done. I just want to see how the progress goes, because yeah, it seems like about on par with the normal, I guess, statistics, I guess. So that's currently where I'm at. I don't like sharing my weight because everybody and their body is different, and I feel like I don't want to be like, this is the correct weight, because that is not true. Everyone's body looks different. Everyone carries their weight differently. So don't think that my numbers are like the right numbers to be, okay? Again, something that I want to say, maybe I'll say in the Noom section. I'll save it for the Noom section, because obviously I've lost weight and it might not seem super. Actually, again, we'll save it for the Noom section. I want to talk specifically about Metformin, because once I actually went to my 4 tablets a day technically, that's when I started feeling the side effects. Basically, for my doses schedule, I started week 1 with just 1 tablet in the morning. Week 2, it was 1 tablet in the morning, 1 tablet in the afternoon. Week 3 was 1 tablet in the morning and 2 tablets in the afternoons. And then week 4 and then on, it's 2 tablets in the morning and then 2 tablets in the afternoon. And I was thankfully not feeling any side effects for the first few weeks. It was once I started taking the 2 and 2 that I started feeling very nauseous. And thankfully, it wasn't until like my second, like the afternoon ones. So technically I was fine all day, but once I took like the afternoon ones, like I would be really nauseous. That was honestly the main side effect that I personally felt. Again, everyone's different. You might feel different side effects than someone else, because obviously there's a list of them. Dizziness, nausea, constipation could be one. But yeah, nausea for me, I was just feeling it. So I'll lay in bed. Thankfully, again, it happened like towards the end of the night. So I was like, just lay in bed, just trying to like get myself together, drink water, all of that. The side effects should be only lasting like a few days, because obviously it's like your body's also trying to get accustomed to like having the medication. If you keep feeling them, please reach out to your doctor or whoever's handling your medication, because that's not good. But yeah, thankfully for me, it's kind of gone away. I feel it ever so often, but not as much. I do say that it has kind of removed my hunger sometimes. I do say that has removed my hunger. There's times where like I just don't feel hungry at all, and it's kind of interesting because like stomach will be like grumbling and I know that I should be eating something, but I just do not feel hungry. Like I don't crave anything. Again, that's just for me in particular. You might feel things differently, but that's how I've been feeling, because even now I'm like, my stomach kind of feels like it's getting hungry, but like I don't feel like eating anything. Nothing sounds good, which I think is kind of one of the side effects. Like technically these medications are supposed to move like food noise and minimize cravings, that type of situation. that type of thing. So at least it's kind of doing its job. Something that I will say is that like I don't limit myself. If there's like a celebration, like I'll eat as normal. I'm not trying to eat in a deficit during like fun outings and stuff, because I still want to enjoy my life, you know. But that's kind of how I've been feeling with it right now. It's been, again, a month and a couple weeks, so right now I've been feeling a little bit better in terms of like side effects. No real big side effects at this point. So yeah, right now it's just taking them and just kind of going through the process of just working out, eating well, all that stuff. So that's currently that update. But now let's talk about Noom in specific, because obviously you can get Metformin in different places. You can get it on hers, you can get it through an actual doctor. Like my mom has gone through like an actual doctor through Kaiser, and like they literally were like, we're just gonna give you like Ozempic or Metformin. So I know there's different ways to get it, but I'm doing it through Noom, and I just wanted to talk about Noom in particular. Noom's okay. Here's the thing, like I mentioned at the start with my little rant, Noom tries to like be the all app for you. It has lessons every day for you to do, so you can like learn. And like here's the thing, you don't have to do them at all, which again is what I'm saying, like no one really does them or pays attention. You don't have to do those at all. You can just get the medication and just live your life and just follow the dosing instructions and you'll be fine. You don't have to use the app. Again, I'm saying this too because they have you weigh in every day, and I mentioned this in my first video where I'm definitely still not keen on it. I have been doing it though because I'm a competitive person and I like seeing the little thing be filled, basically because it kind of like gives you like points. But one of the reasons that I don't like doing this is because, and again, this is something I have seen in the community tab, weighing yourself every day, your weight's gonna fluctuate. That just happens naturally. That's just how things are. Doesn't mean you gain weight, because this is something that I have seen. Someone was like, oh my gosh, I gained 4 pounds overnight. And that's the thing. No, you didn't. And even the Noom person who like is moderating was like, that's not possible. Honestly, the Noom moderator, shout out to them because they are struggling, being like, no, that's kind of like not possible. Don't worry. It can be like water retention, all that stuff, and then link them an article about like that. And I think it's also because obviously your body is gonna feel differently. I know there's foods that fall a little bit heavy on my stomach, and it may take a few days before I'm back to like my regular weight. And again, I know that because I've been on this wellness journey for years, have my nutrition certification through Precision Nutrition, and it's something that they teach you, you know? So I know that. So when I weigh myself and I'm a little bit higher, I'm just like, whatever, it's totally fine. Like I understand that my body's probably like processing food as well, you know? But like a lot of people don't know that, and they freak out, understandably so, because they're like, oh my gosh, I thought this was supposed to help me, now I'm weighing heavier. Your body's just gonna fluctuate. And again, this is why I don't like that they have you weigh in every day, because again, normal people are gonna be freaking out, and that's not okay. Another thing too that I've seen is where someone's like, I've lost weight, but I don't see where I lost weight. And this is why a lot of people recommend doing measurements instead of weighing yourself, because measurements are what tells you where you've lost weight. There's no thing as spot reducing, which is a whole other topic. No matter what you work out, your body's gonna lose weight where it wants to lose weight, which can be frustrating, don't get me wrong, but your body's gonna do its thing. It could lose weight, it's just not be the spot that you want it to lose weight, and that doesn't change. I know there's a lot of workouts where like tell you like, if you do this, your legs are gonna look like this, or blah blah blah. Spot reducing is not a thing. Your body's just gonna lose weight in the areas that it can. Your body's gonna choose where it loses weight, okay? And that's not to say that it's not gonna lose weight in the spot that you want it to. It's just that it might take longer. It's gonna do its thing. And again, that's why I recommend doing measurements instead, because that's gonna be a better tool to track where, you know, you're losing inches and all of that stuff, where the scale doesn't really do that. Again, I lift heavy and I take protein to like keep my muscle. So there are times that like the scale may not move, but my clothes feel better. And that's because I'm pretty sure muscle weighs heavier but takes less space in your body. That's something, another important thing to note. You may seem like the same weight or whatever, but you might have actually lost inches. So again, if you want to track, I recommend just doing measurements. Again, I hate that Noom asks you to weigh in every day. It's really annoying. Another thing about Noom is that I'll give them that. I like that they have an option in their app to take pictures about your food, and it'll give you like an estimation about like how many calories and all that. But y'all, I'm Hispanic, and that Noom food database does not have a lot of Hispanic foods at all. It can be a little bit off sometimes, and it's just annoying. I have to sometimes take pictures multiple times, and usually I kind of choose to do like a process of elimination, or like for example, if I take a picture of like a meat and it says 6 ounces, I'll just go look up what I'm actually eating and just do 6 ounces of what I'm actually eating, because I'll at least take the numbers from it, because it's kind of annoying that it just does not. Another thing that's annoying is that even if like they don't have something in the database, and let's say you scan a barcode, you can fill out the information of like whatever you're eating. However, it doesn't freaking save it. So like it's just so annoying because like for example, there's an Anna bar that I love. It's actually one of their newer flavors, but so good. But obviously didn't recognize it, so I filled it out, and then the next time I ate it, it like doesn't save it. So it's like, we don't recognize this, fill out the information again. It is kind of so annoying that it doesn't save anything. And again, this is one of those things that I've also seen in the community tab that people have complained about, that like it just doesn't save anything. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. Another thing to keep in mind, I do say that there's a lot of listings too that are not correct for things that are saved, and I've submitted like, this is wrong, this should be this. So it's kind of annoying. Their base is kind of a mess. I have been using Macros First for a while, so that's something that I still continue to use, just because honestly at this point it's kind of annoying to deal with Noom. Honestly, it's more so on the Noom app that I don't like. Since I haven't had any major issues, I haven't tried talking to like anyone in the team, so I don't know about that part. But yeah, the Noom app itself is not my favorite. I do not like it. And again, you can just bypass this. You don't have to use it at all. So again, something to keep in mind if you just want to like, I guess like your medications and go, you can kind of do that. Those are my thoughts on Noom. So yes, that is it for this video. I hope this was helpful to you. Let me know if you guys have any questions down below about Metformin specifically, or about Noom specifically, or anything else. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. If you guys are taking this medication, what are your, I guess, what's your progress so far, or how you've been feeling. And again, if you're more curious about it, let me know any questions you have below. I'll be glad to help you out. And that is it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you guys like more of this wellness content. I'll obviously try to give more updates ever so often about how I'm doing, and then just other wellness videos here and there. So I hope you guys enjoy that. And that is it. I'll see you guys later. Bye.